All right, guys, welcome back to once again another live stream here on the VB Thomas platform. Today it is the Rayners Racing League with season 8 round 3 if I'm not mistaken. Well, usually I know it out of my head on the top of my head with the most leagues I'm doing, but today it's going to be the first race I'm doing on Rayners Racing League. So, I don't know what to expect. Probably these guys are pretty fast or they aren't. Well, that's for us to see, of course. I wish everyone a good day, a good stream, whatever you want to call. But let's go straight into the introduction, of course, which I usually do. Previous race. This is the most boring podium I've ever seen. It's three people from Great Britain. And my fellow European Union guys don't make me proud, or like the North American guys, they're not making me proud to see three British people on the podium. No hate to British people, maybe a little bit, but no, that's of course a joke. It was Saudi Arabia last week, and usually Saudi Arabia is a great track to have overtakes on and everything, close race, close battles, and on every corner there is a possible overtake. So, I mean, possibly not in every corner, but like a couple, a couple. 9 out of 10 are British. Well, yeah, that. Well, I probably shouldn't have said that, but living on the edge, So that was last week, and then this week it's gonna be Australia. The Melbourne Albert Park circuit or whatever the circuit is called. Usually I've got it on my stream, but doesn't seem like on my new new thingy. MUFC Timmy, oh my God, I haven't heard from you in a while, buddy. Welcome, welcome. So Australia is going to be the country. Australia has a population of 26 million, and if you think about it, Australia is pretty big, but with a population of 26 million, that's not too much. So it's quite interesting, but of course, you've got countries like Monaco with a population of 40,000 people, and then they've got one of the biggest, well, not the biggest circuits, but like the biggest Grand Prix of all time. So everyone knows Monaco Grand Prix. Maybe a little less people know the Australia Grand Prix, but still, it's a great track to have overtakes on. Actually, every fucking track on this calendar has good overtaking opportunities, except for Spain. So hopefully, I'm not going to be commentating on Spain. I'm not too sure if that even is on the calendar. Well, I guess we will have to see. Wait and see till the end of the season. First Grand Prix ever held on this circuit was in 1996. Michael Schumacher has won the most Grand Prix on this Albert Park circuit. Then you've got a 116.7 as a quality record and a 120.2 as a fastest lap record. And I really wonder if these guys are going to be able to break that. Well, those records, of course. Track layout wise, you are able to see a video on the left side of your screen. It's going to be a full qualifying, a 50% race. It's going to be around 5.2 track distance, and then the race distance will be 153 kilometers. Now, let's have a quick look where the big overtake opportunities are. Maybe in turn one, although the guy you see right now is struggling a little bit to get past the guy in P2, and then he's just getting all overtaken everywhere into turn two right now, into turn three. And then I think he lost about 2 or 3 laps. So turn one is usually a good one to make an overtake on, but you need to have the right line because otherwise you're fucked. Right now, the Red Bull tried to make a move in turn 11, also a good overtaking opportunity. Then you've got turn 13. If someone makes a mistake on the inside, you can maybe make a switchback work into turn 14. And then, of course, down the main straight, it's a start-finish straight. As you can see, he has good momentum. And with the use of DRS, ERS, it's usually an overtake right before the corner is there. So that's the track layout of Australia here. Now, talking about the strategy, safety car possibility is about 50-50. There is usually a safety car around Australia, but if the league is clean, if the races are clean, we are possibly not going to be seeing a safety car. So what I do with a 50-50 is usually when the chances of a no safety car situation or two safety car situation is the same. I do it at a 50-50 because usually there is one. Makes sense. Yeah, definitely seeing a safety car tonight then. Well, that's an analysis I should have done before starting this stream, but you know, um, tire degradation rate is quite high around Australia, and then you've got tire overheating probability, also 50-50, because you've got that sector 2 to make up with sector 1, where you've got a lot of corners. But actually, if you think about it, sector 3 is high speed. Well, high speed is a lot of like 90 degrees corners and curves and all that kind of stuff. So, well, it is a tricky track on this game indeed. Now going to here we go. Going to blame the game, and you guys know what it is. It is my own game I designed, and I've got. I need to allow Discord to be enabled. I've got Mr. Quad Duty on the chat. Hold up, don't speak yet. Don't speak yet, because the guys are not going to be able to hear you, and I need to put a filter on. Limiter. Yeah, all right. Quad Duty, welcome.
Hello, welcome. No, what do I say? Welcome. Thanks for having me, mate. Thanks.
No worries. My fellow Belgian will be playing Blame the Game right now. I'm gonna explain the rules real quick for everyone in the chat, so you guys are able to understand the rules too. So, Quad Duty will get 10 questions about 20 drivers here in this league. You guys are able to see the list right there. Those are 20 drivers from this league. Let me think. The 10 questions will be asked in 100 seconds. He has 100 seconds to answer, of course. If he has a question wrong, or if he has multiple questions wrong, I will ask them after those 10 questions I've already asked. Well, if there is time left. If there is no time left, so for example, the 100 seconds are done. The last question I asked, he can still give an answer to, but of course, not take too long. Are all the questions clear? Well, all the instructions, whatever you want to call it. All right, then I'm gonna set my timer. Clear. Perfect. I'm gonna set my timer, and I've got my questions ready. So once I ask my first question, the timer is going off. All right?
All right. Yeah.
All right, here we go. Which driver has most recently put his vote for driver of the day?
I got no clue. I don't know.
Pass? Okay.
Yeah,
referring
pass.
to previous question, which driver was being voted on?
Maxi, I guess. I think it was
correct,
Maxi, yeah.
Correct. Which driver had the fastest lap in Bahrain this season?
Undead?
Wrong. Which driver was the last one to send a message in the clip overtakes channel?
Me. I think it was me.
Yes, correct. Which driver did most recently join the server?
You?
Wrong, I'm not on the list. Which driver hit me up to commentate for this league?
You? Wait, you are the commentator, right?
Wrong. Which driver is currently fourth in the GT7 World Championship?
Oh my god, I have no clue. I ain't got time. Pass, yeah.
Okay, which Aston Martin driver was not able to participate in Saudi Arabia?
Oh god, optics?
Correct. Which three drivers had a DNF in Italy season 7?
I don't know, pass.
Which driver had a total of 5 fastest laps in season 7?
Undead? I don't know.
Wrong. Which driver has most recently put his vote for driver of the day?
Most recently?
Yes.
I don't know, Green Ace.
Wrong. All right, I'm gonna ask my question, and you can answer that one still, and then that's gonna be it. Let me have a quick look. Which driver had the fastest lap in Bahrain this season?
This season, Undead. I mean, he was the quickest. I answered Undead. I don't know. Who was it?
It was Maxi. It was Maxi. So
I didn't even know he was racing in Bahrain.
Let me have a quick count how many questions you've got correct. So you've got number 2 correct, you've got number 4 correct, you've got number 8 correct. Yeah, so you've got 3 correct, which is not too bad if you think about it.
I mean, I'm never on Discord, so I think it's pretty good.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's all right though. You did know which one was it? The optics one, the maxi one. So
That was the optics one was a pure guess because he ain't attending this race either. So
you're a great guesser. Well, I thank you very much for joining the comms box here to play Blame the Game. Quad Duty finds
thanks for
himself right
having me,
now
man.
in position 2 with 3 points. Maybe he can participate once again next season, but for now, he's not winning a prize, unfortunately. So Manic is still P1 from the Power Grid Racing League. Guys, I'm going to be right back with you. I'm going to say goodbye to Mr. Quad Duty, and then we will be starting the race. So I will see you guys in a few minutes.
See you later.
All right, guys, welcome back to once again another race. It is going to be the Qualifying right now, it's going to be full qualifying, so it's going to be a long evening today. We're currently racing on the Albert Park circuit, or whatever the name is. Well, you guys know where that is. Probably, because most of you, well, are either racing on the track or are Formula One lovers, or whatever you want to call it. But yeah, it is in Australia. I don't know any of these guys, so let me have a quick look. Who is out on track here? Maybe Rayner. He's the owner of the league, so he might be able to put some good time here. Let me have a quick look where he is in the Drivers' Championship. Because, of course, you're able to see the top 10 on the left side of your screen. And then, of course, the Constructors too. But you're not able to see who else is on that list. So Rayner is currently in P12 with 12 points. He is driving for the Mercedes team. So his teammate is going to be RRL Pans. And the two of them are having a position in the Constructors of P5, if I'm not mistaken. You've got the Ferrari, the Alpine, the Alfa Romeo, the AlphaTauri right ahead of them. And then we've got Mercedes in P5. So it seems like Pans is probably the point winner here, the breadwinner, the guy who gets all the points during the race. And Raynor is just the guy who's chilling. Well, I'm pretty sure he's very competitive. But he's not getting there yet based on the Drivers' Championship. But pretty sure he's a pretty fast driver. He might have been unlucky. He might have been... he might have had some bad luck during the previous races. You know, it's only round 3, so they've only done 2 races, and based on the points, I'm not too sure how the points go. Is it 25, 20, wait, 25, 18, and then all the way to 0, and then from P11 till P20 he gets 0 points. I'm not too sure, but that means he would have gotten a P4 and a and a DNF or like no points. So actually, if you think about it, oh, every driver scores points. All right, makes sense then. Well, still 12 points isn't bad after 2 races, but hopefully he will be able to get some more points here today. It is raining in Australia, unfortunately, so that will even make the session a bit longer, except for during the qualifying, because the qualifying doesn't take longer when it's raining, of course. Based Pistol disqualified from the session already. Parked in the wrong way. And where is he located at the moment? Based Pistol, he is the Red Bull driver, and he seemed to be there where Rayner was. Rayner didn't, well, he went off track a little bit there, but he didn't invalidate his lap, so that's always great. Iceman Walker right now with a 130.5. Rayner is going a little bit wide there, but that shouldn't have messed up his lap. Down the main straight, as he comes across the line to put a 131.7. He puts himself in P2, so the Mercedes driver already a good time on the board, although he is 1.2 seconds behind the Ferrari driver. But of course, Iceman is in the top 6 of the Drivers' Championship, so if we compare those two, I sacrificed myself. Y'all can expect what to get in the quiz. I mean, I'm only going to be streaming about 2 or 3 times for this league. Well, I mean, of course, if you guys still want me there, I can arrange something. But as things are looking like right now, I can only stream once a month. And that will be every first Monday of the month, if I'm not mistaken. Well, of course, or last Monday. I have to do the calculations right there, because I've got 4 or 5 leagues. Well, I'm not too sure. We will have to have a quick look at that. But of course, Maxi puts himself in P1. I wonder what tire he is on. He's on the intermediates, so he is about 1 second faster than P2 RRL Pants. Where the 31 Tom is not August yet. Yeah, I know. Like, I'm so confused with the days these days. Like, today, honestly, I was in the car, I was driving, and I thought to myself, I need to go to the bakery. But the bakeries are not open on a Sunday. And then I remembered, like, I was driving past the bakery, I was like, what the fuck, this bakery is open? And then I remembered it's a Monday. Just because I don't have to go to school, I don't have to go to work, so I always think I've got free day, and free day usually is on Sunday. Because, I mean, if I have to, if the commentary has to help me, it doesn't really help because on Sunday I've got commentary and so on Monday. And since this is a new league, I didn't really know what day I was commentating this league. Well, doesn't really matter. A couple of guys are actually already on an outlap. The BMP10, the Williams driver, hasn't validated his lap, so we're not going to be looking at that. Neither did Shadow Wolf. Maybe Kore also invalidated his lap, so it seems like everyone on track here has invalidated their lap, except for the guys who have already put a lap in, of course. Evil Hunter right now put the fastest first sector, so we are gonna have a quick look how he's gonna perform here in sector 2. He has got the Alfa Romeo driver right in front of him. Absolute beauty of a car right there. You guys might not know, but Alfa Romeo is my favorite team. Well, basically because I drive an Alfa Romeo myself, so I've got to support the home team. But ooh, Hunter right there came sliding through that corner. Was a little bit of a risk for the Aston Martin driver, but he controlled his car quite well, like Max Verstappen did in 2016 in Brazil. He's going a little bit wide there, but he didn't invalidate his lap. Now coming into sector 3, and I wonder how he's going to be able to perform these last couple of corners. One of the most trickiest corners on the circuit, including first sector, where is that? Turn 5 or 6. Oh, he's coming into the pits, so definitely that little slide in sector 2 might have messed up his time. But still, 27.9 isn't too bad. He's only 6 tenths away from Maxi, but it seems like Maxi is really the reign king here in Rayners Racing League. Shadow Wolf is going for another lap, and I wonder if these tires, how long do they last actually in the rain? Because if you think about it, the intermediates, they should be going for a long time, but as you can see, a lot of guys are shooting through the corner and kind of not braking on time. Is it the braking point? Is it the tires? Is it the car? Is it the setup? You never know. But also in sector 3, where you've got that right-hander, I think it is turn 11, I'm not too sure. A lot of guys are shooting through and going onto the curb, and it might mess up their laps, so that's not really what you want to do here in Q1. Of course, for the guys who are not very familiar with F1, full qualifying has 3 qualifyings. It's the first qualifying of 18 minutes, then the second qualifying of 15 minutes, and the third qualifying of 12 minutes. In Q1, 16 people go through. In Q2, 10 people go through, and then Q3 is to decide who is going to be what's going to be the top 10 starting grid, starting order. Usually in the actual F1, Verstappen is always P1. It's not really an exciting kind of thing. Ooh, Shadow Wolf, he went across the start finish, well, the pit entry lane, the white pit entry lane, and that's not usually something you want to do as a racing driver, because usually that ends up to be a penalty, but it doesn't seem to be a penalty right now for the Alfa Romeo driver. And there are still a lot of guys who haven't put a lap in. The Red Bull driver has invalidated his lap. What did Studio do? He's coming around the last corner here. Is he coming into the pits again? It doesn't seem like it. And I wonder whether he's going to be able to put his time, into the 20s or into the 30s. It is going to be into the 30s, a 130.6 for the McLaren driver, Shadow Wolf, who now has a disqualification from parking in the wrong way. And that seems to be all the way in turn 1. Not sure what happened there, but he might got onto the grid. Well, it's called grid in Dutch, but onto the sand and not got out of it anymore. And I mean, who else had that? Base Pistol. He probably either went onto the curb or went onto the grass, went onto the gravel, and just couldn't get out anymore. And then that way you're getting disqualified. Not sure what for, but because there's always a way to get out, you know, on this game. It's never gonna leave you stuck. Although on the 22 game there was this glitch where you were stuck on the curb. I'm not too sure if that's still on this game. Interesting. Studio, is he going for another lap? I really wonder, because he seems to be going, well, pushing through the corners. He is indeed pushing. It's getting less wet, but I don't think it's soft tire time yet. Studio, will he put himself into the 129s? Maxi now with a 126.9, and that indicates that he's maybe running a rain setup. Because of course I'm not able to see what weather it's going to be during the actual race. A 129.7 now for the McLaren driver. Studio is currently P1 out of his out of his team. Well, you've got his teammate RRL Sizen, who's, well, that was actually an answer to the question in the Blame the Game game. The question was, hello Shuki, welcome. Thank you for the follow, Warmings Motorsport. That was actually a question in the Blame the Game game. The question was, who was currently P4 in the GT7 championship in the Rayners League? How was Blame the Game? It was actually pretty good. The guy unfortunately did not beat Manic, so Manic is still P1 in the rankings, but still he can maybe participate next season or whenever. I don't give a fuck about qualifying. Oh no, UP. Guys, I'm not too sure if your girlfriends or boyfriends, if there's anyone having a boyfriend here, send you TikToks and then she just demands you, well, expects you to watch them all. I hate it. Oh no, says, and I completely agree. When when you're in the race, when you're in the qualifying, and for example, you put yourself in P7, there's always chaos in the middle of the pack, and as a back marker, you can anticipate on whatever happens at the front of the grid. And also, well, let's say from P1 to P5, that's a safe zone, and you've got P6 all the way to P13, 14, that's a danger zone, and then again, from P15 to P18 right now, it's going to be a safe zone. Because the guys behind are always going to brake a little bit earlier. The guys at the front are not going to brake at all. They're just going to send it through the first corner, full power, full gas, no braking, just ramp mode, and then the guys in the middle don't know what to do. Are the guys going to brake early? Are the guys going to brake late? You never know, and that's something really shitty about this game. Not everyone knows how to anticipate a race start when you're in the middle of the pack, so I completely agree with Sizen there. It's either when you're middle of the pack man, when you're someone who drives or qualifies himself in that danger zone, it's better to start at the back of the grid to not get taken out, because it's better to, for example, it's better to finish 2 races with a decent result than finish 1 race with a decent result and finish 1 race with a bad result because you got taken out in turn 1. And I do think there are a lot of people who are thinking the same. Whether you're a bad driver, whether you're a good driver, you never want to be in that middle pack. And you can see maybe a lot of guys at the back of the grid are just really fast, but don't want to be qualifying in the top spots. Well, of course, in the top spots maybe, because you look at Evil Hunter and Maxi. Both drivers are putting amazing times on the board right now, only 3/10 away from each other, and then the next driver is Iceman Walker, was put a 127.4. So it's going to be a great battle between P1 and P2, and maybe between P3 and P4, because those two are only separated by 3/10. Then the next driver is RRL Pants in P5 for the 128.1. And then both Haas drivers not doing too bad, Quad Duty and RRL Green Ace. But I do think, Quad Duty, he was P1 in the practice. Well, he told me he was P1. If he wasn't, I'm sorry lying to you guys, but he told me, so go blame it on him. But he was P1 in the practice, and to see him now in P6 is a little bit disappointing. If you think about it, I mean, you're expecting some great things from the drivers, and then, for example, if you're a Max Verstappen fan and you expect him to be P1 each race, and you see him being P5, all of a sudden you're going to be disappointed. It's going to be RRL Apex coming across the line to put a P7 on the board with a 128.6. That's a big lap from the... Oh, wait, hold up. What was happening there? What is happening here? What was happening there, guys? What? Huh? I'm so confused. Why is DRS enabled again? Oh, yeah, right. Somehow I thought the game was glitched and we turned the qualifying into a race. Wait. Oh, no. Oh, I was messed up again with the lap 3 at the left side of your screen. Oh, all right. So it's still qualifying, guys. Don't worry. I was messing up. But going into turn 1, what happened there? There was an AlphaTauri driver who had contact with the Alpine driver and then somehow they collided or something? I'm not too sure. Thank you for the follow, Tristan. I appreciate it. Aren't you usually racing? Aren't you an Alpine driver or... I do think you're an Alpine driver. No, maybe another driver. I can't quite remember. I saw... No, you know what I did? I saw an Alpine driver on your profile picture on Discord. That was it. Or a Williams. Wait. Oh no, I'm messing up again. I think it's time for me to sleep, but there's still 2 qualifying sessions and a 50% race, so... Ooh, maybe I need to have a little sip on my Pepsi. Oh, no, it's empty. Oh, you raced GT7. Fair enough. I'm not too sure what to expect from the game. You know, I had GT Sport. I was quite alright at it. Then I started F1 racing and I somehow was shit at the game again. I was like, you know, these ratings, there's like B, A, S, C. My profile picture is a Shelby Cobra. Right. Who is the Alpine driver then? Oh, that's probably James. Yeah. James coming across the line right now to put himself in P2. Only 2/10 away from Evil Hunter. Evil. Evil. And I wonder who's going to be able to put a better lap on the board. Maybe Maxi is, because he has been looking pretty fast here during this qualifying. Putting himself in P3 already earlier disqualifying, but now coming around the last corner. RRL pans of 126.5, and there are usually... Well, the track is drying up because the DRS has been enabled. Maxi is not going to be able to improve, so that's not going to be a better lap from the Alfa Romeo driver. Now, Quad Duty. Coming around the last couple of turns. Entering Sector 3 at the moment. I really hate the sound of this game. I'm not too sure what's up with it, but it just sounds so weird. It was enabled, but I couldn't use it. That's pretty strange. Maybe it has been disabled again? Quadudi gets 1 position up on Green Ace, so his teammate is dropped back all the way to P7. Quadudi retakes P6, and that's going to be your Q1. The only driver still on track or able to put a lap in is DB. And DB has a broken front wing, so DB is not going to be able to improve. Or maybe cutting the corners and not getting a warning for it. That could be an option, but the chances are quite slim. And the only 2 drivers who are not able to succeed... Wait, is it 16 drivers or 15? I think it's 15, right? So Jose... No! The Mexican driver, he's not going to be able to make it into Q2. Oh no. Jose. I expected more from you. Who was the Welsh guy again? Let me have a quick look. No! The standings are gone. Oh my days, the stream is already going into 50 minutes. That is a long time, bro. It's a long time. So this is gonna be your results of Q1. Pans in P1, Evil Hunter in P2, and RRL James in P3. And as you guys said, there are quite a few British guys on the grid. Maxi in P4, and then you've got Iceman to finish off top 5. Further, we've got Quadudi, Green Ace, Apex, Rayner, Isovade, Studio, Kotte, Sazen, DB, Lord Gozelat, Jose, Wolf, and Based Pistol. So these 3 at the bottom of the grid are not going to be able to perform in Q2 or in Q3. You know, we've got Lord Gozelat, Gooselair. However, How do you pronounce that in Welsh? Because I know that sounds like a Belgian thing, like a goosselaar. Sounds so Belgian. Well, actually, it could also be Dutch. No, actually, let me have a quick think. Good evening, Apex. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're having an amazing evening. You are the Alpine driver. You've done a pretty good job here in Q1, but I expect way more in Q2, and I expect way more from a lot of guys. Gus, here's the thing. The difference between the top drivers and the bottom drivers is quite big, so that's going to be giving a lot of gaps during the race, so maybe we will be able to see some better times here from the bottom guys. I'm not saying that the times were bad, of course, but sometimes, you know, when, for example, the top 5 is qualifying in the 126s, the bottom 16, while the bottom 5 are qualifying in the 130s, there's going to be wait, did I say 126? Can't quite remember, but 126, 130, right? There's a 4-second difference between those two parts of the standings, you know. That's mental, bro. 4 seconds a lap. That's about... Let me do the calculations. 4 seconds a lap. How many laps is there going to be? 25? 20, 27? 27 maybe. 27 times 4. That's 80 seconds. That's getting lapped. So, yeah, you don't want that to happen in a division. But I'm not too sure how many divisions this league has. I think it's only 1. And still, I don't even know if that's the difference between the top 5 and the bottom 5, but maybe also, you know, for example, the guys saw that there were 2 guys dropping out anyways, and then only 1 driver was dropping out based on the required time not met. So maybe they're just not pushing in Q1. That's usually what we are seeing. Right now, the rain has gone, so everyone will be starting on the soft tires, or maybe medium tires. If you're fast enough, you can just start on the mediums, actually. Oh, for everyone not knowing, I'm saying a lot of actually during my stream, so you can do an actually word count or whatever. It would actually be fun to put on my Instagram or TikTok, like a actually counter. I think I'm saying more than 20 times actually in a stream, maybe 30. It's my go-to word. It's like my stop word. Is that a word? Probably is a word, but not in English. Evil Hunter now with the fastest first sector. Yes, the Martin driver has put a good result in already during the previous 2 races. I think he is at the moment. No, he got P2 last week, or P3. And I don't think he raced before that, because he is only... Let me take the standings with me real quick. So Evil Hunter is only in P9, so I think he just got that P2, P3 last week. He got a P3. I just think he got that P3 and then didn't really perform very well the race before. Iceman Walker with a 120.4, so the guys are definitely improving. A 118.9 for Evil Hunter. Welcome, Cairo, however you want to pronounce it. Evil Hunter did get a DNF in Bahrain round 1, so he has something to make up here, to make up here. And it looks like he is going to do so with a 118.9, because that qualifying time is fast. I do expect Maxi maybe to beat it, maybe James. I thought Quad Duty said that James was a pretty fast driver. Welcome, Based Pistol. Hope you're doing amazing. Qualiban only done out lap. Not too sure what you mean. Base pistol. Evil Hunter now. He already put his lap on, so we're gonna have a quick look with Pants, who had P1 in the Q1. Oh, quali ban. Makes sense. Makes sense. Yeah, sometimes I don't get this English banter or whatever you want to call it. Like, just in Dutch we do it too. Like, just saying words and it makes sense. But if it's not your native language, you're not really understanding what is being said. So, for me, if people say a couple of words that's supposed to be a sentence but just leave out words, doesn't make too much sense. Basically, speak properly. No, well, yeah, but it's all right. It's all right, Base Pistol. RRL Pants right now. He is on a fast lap. He seems to be sliding all over the place. Might have a little bit of a connection issue, it seems like. Or the game is just glitched again. It's usually that kind of stuff. Can I join on commentary? Yes, you can. I mean, if you want to. I'm not too sure if Rayner is allowing you to, but you can definitely join if you want to. Let me have a quick thing set up for you. You know, usually I don't know what to say during qualifying anyway, so. Paste this. Alright, I'm gonna call you, buddy. Where is he? What's your Discord name? Oh no, I don't really mind actually. We can have him over. If he's shit, he's just not joining the. I just boot him out. No, that's a joke. I don't really mind. All right, so let me have you a little call. As long as you're not gonna shout some inappropriate words, I'm all good. I called him. He doesn't seem to be picking up. Alright, that's great. I mean, it's all good. Just the qualifying is a bit boring. The race itself is alright, but the qualifying is a bit boring. And I'm calling Base Pistol, but he's not picking up, so... Pick up the phone, how do I answer? Just press... Join? Hello, hello? I did disable Discord, so I need to enable that back again. I'm doing pretty good myself. Everyone is able to hear you right now, so just so you know.
Hey, what's going on, guys, man? Good quality session going on. Gutted that I'm not participating, but hey,
What did you get a qualifying ban for?
I've rejoined the track kind of dangerously in at Saudi. It was a bit of a. It was at the start of the restarted race. So when we restarted the lobby on basically the second start, I had a collision with Undead. It was a bit of a crazy one because it was my fault, but after the first corner there was some sort of incident, nothing to do with me, but the game was saying I had to give Apex back his position, so that's why I went off the track, and then obviously I rejoined kind of unsafely. I didn't really look behind me, so yeah.
Fair enough,
it is what it is.
Yeah, it is what it is. Just live with it and like don't think too much about it during this race.
Nah, no, of course not. Well, I'm looking forward to fighting from the back of the grid. So
yeah, I mean, it's always better. Well, in my opinion, if I was a racing driver, it is always a better feeling starting from the back of the grid to get back to the top 5 than it is to start in the top 5 and finish into the top 5.
Definitely. Top 5 might be quite difficult. I'm aiming for the top 10 somewhere like that, but we'll have to see. Let's just keep it clean, nice and clean racing, you know.
Yeah. Who do you expect to be in the top 3 today?
The top 3, I'm going James, Maxi, and Evil Hunter, or what I've been seeing of him, he's quite quick as well. Oh.
Yeah, James only in P5, so maybe he's
Yeah, I know
one.
it looks like struggling at the moment.
Yes, sir. Maybe he's like more of
Maxi looks
a guy
flying
who
though.
is fast in the
Maxi's
race or
flying.
something.
Maxi's flying there in the 18.7s. Mm. Who are you tipping for pole today, Thomas?
Oh, no idea, buddy. It's the first time I'm seeing these guys race, so I'm going for Maxi just because he got a P1 right now. 118.7 is quick, so.
Not there. I think by Q3 it should level out a bit more. Like that, you should start seeing people put in their over pace down in Q3.
Yeah, because there is a big difference between P2 and P3 right now. 6 tenths. That's quite a bit.
Yeah, no, definitely tighten up for the last part of quali. And I think obviously it raining at the start must have threw a few people off.
Yes,
But
sir.
obviously it healed up, so anyone who went for that kind of higher downforce setup might be struggling coming towards the end of this quality session and maybe the race. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see what goes on.
Apparently, I've made a mistake on my thingy. I'm gonna have a quick look.
I'm on board with Iceman at the moment. I think he might be on an out lap. No, is he on a hot lap? He might be on an in lap. So.
Oh shit, I completely made a mistake. All right, I'm gonna fix that real quick. Could you commentate? Well, take over the commentary for a second.
Yeah, sure.
All right, thanks.
Okay, so we've got a couple of minutes left. Looks like everyone's preparing for their final runs, especially them guys who set a time. They better start trying to get a time on the board. Yeah, I think I'm trying to see these lap times and see what the drop might be into Q3. Definitely think you need to be in the 19s to be comfortable. I don't know. It looks like AMS Core just left the session. I don't know what happened there with him. So yeah, I think we're probably going to see a few people put some lap times now.
Should I switch over to?
Yep. I'm still with you, Tom.
Yeah. Don't worry. But who are you looking at right now? Then I'll switch over to that.
Who am I? I'm on board with Evil Hunter on his outlap, but I want to keep an eye on these people on the cusp of Q3. So the people round from about 8th to about 15th. I want to keep an eye on. Who's actually on a hot lap right now?
I think what duty is.
Quadju, yeah. You look quite fast in practice, Quadju.
Yeah, everyone. Well, he said to me that he was the fastest, and now to see him in P14 not able to put a lap in is quite disappointing, if you ask me.
No, he needs to put it together now. Don't look like he's got much DRS. 19.4, yeah, look, he's through comfortably. He's in that, as I said, I think it's that 19 Barrett. 19 bracket, low 19s to be safe in this session. There's a lot of people going up, about to set fast laps. And now, obviously, what you got to remember, some of the top boys ain't really putting down their true pace yet. So,
definitely. They don't want to take too many risks going into Q2, because, of course, there's a lot of corners where you can easily mess up here.
Around Australia, because these high, fast corners, like high-speed, fast corners, and that, and slippy exits. There's a lot of slippy exits around here, man. So just keeping it in a straight line, around here is going to be the main thing. Even though it's quite a high speed, fast track, like there are little points of the track that will catch you out if you're not.
Just trying to fix the drivers' championship real quick.
Yeah, I'm just on board with James at the moment. Not looking great for him at the moment, is it? Jaden. He needs to put. I think he will put in a time though, definitely. Who else? Apex is on a. What is Apex on a fast one? I ain't got the time. I ain't got the deltas here.
Right, should be all fixed right now. Let me have a quick look. Yes, all right. Thank you for noticing, Sazen. It's once again that like a Dutch comment you made. Like, ooh, this is not good. Boo boo. Just joking with you, Sazen. Still, how is it still wrong? It's correct, bro.
Sorry, I am still here. I'm just looking at something.
Don't worry, buddy. Don't worry.
Oh, it'd be interesting to know what everyone's running on their setups. Because I think some people got low, some people might have gone a bit higher with the downforce.
That's a good question.
Because it is one of them tracks you can kind of set it up both ways, but it's about just finding a balance of like everything else. But like, do you set it up higher for them for that last sector and then and the end of the first sector, or do you go for that big straight and the back straight?
Which I think
in the race is going to be crucial because of so many DRS, like big DRS around here.
From my experience, it's easier to defend a position with low wings than it is with high wings, because you can defend a position through the corners, but you're not able to defend your position if you've got no speed on the main straights.
This is the thing. This is the thing.
So when did you start?
I think I might have even put a bit too much wing on. Like when I originally started practice and stuff, I was running really low wing, and then spoke to someone else who's racing. I'm not gonna say who, but they were running quite a higher wing. I was like, okay, so I tried it. Obviously, I'm not in this quali session, so I haven't been able to put down any pace. So for me in a race, it will be a bit of the unknown, but. It's all right. I've done many races from the back of the grid and worked my way through, so I'm not too phased about it. I think that's Q2 done now.
Yes, it is.
Q2
we'll
is
go
done.
through the.
No one's on a hot lap. I think so. Looks like DB98, Session, Grusla, ISO Vade Studio, and Rain. Oh no, Rayner made it through. Yes, go Rayner. Okay. Okay, I'm probably gonna. No, I'll stay on for Q3. But I was gonna say I was gonna go just make a quick coffee, hot drink before the race.
That's all right, mate. That's all right. Wait, good luck during the race.
I might stay on for a minute, but obviously I'm racing, so I won't be able to jump on comms during the race. Yeah. So
it's all right, mate.
Studio,
you can just make your coffee. I'll just commentate myself. It's all right.
You have to hold it down for Q3, Tom. Anyway, best of luck to all the drivers.
Yeah,
anyway.
Thank you. Well, I thought you were gonna say best of luck to the commentator, but you weren't.
Oh yeah, of course, man. It's love, man. It's
all right, man. Good luck on track.
What, you over in Netherlands?
Belgium, actually.
Belgium. Oh, Belgium. Yeah. Okay.
Horrible country. Don't be excited about it.
Huh?
Horrible country.
Bar and tax-free cigarettes are probably like the two best things for.
No, yeah, and then the taxes, of course, 50% on our loan, but on our payment, on our payload. How do you say that? On our.
What? Belgians are getting taxed 50%. Did you say?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It's horrible. It's horrible.
Well, is it that bad out there? Because I know France is going crazy at the moment. France is going mad.
There are not many like protests or something, but just the taxes are horrible.
Oh man. Well, I'm gonna go make my hot drink. Salute, guys, and hopefully Q3 is a bit of a. Well, what's your prediction? You got a prediction?
Yeah, Maxi P1, Evil Hunter P2, and I'm going with Pans P3.
Pans has been looking pretty quick. Okay,
yes,
okay. I'm not too sure. I'm just gonna watch and see.
All right, buddy. I will catch you on track. All right.
Yeah, definitely, man. Definitely. Big up yourself, man.
All right, have a great one. Bye-bye.
Tom, bye.
All right, that was Mr. Base Pistol. It's always nice to have someone in the comments box. Actually, it's good fun. It's good fun. Quick check, quick chat, quick everything. Just chilling. Oh, by the way, Sazin, I'm glad you're happy right now. Yeah, you know what it is. I've got 4 leagues on Monday, so it's a bit chaos every now and then. And while there is a qualifying going on right now, I'm gonna take a quick break of about 2 minutes. So I will be right back with you. Who do I think is gonna take pole? I think it's gonna be Maxi. Maxi has been looking very quick here in the qualifying Q1 and Q2, so I do expect him to put a great lap on the board today. But I will be right back with you guys, so it will be around 1 or 2 minutes. Yeah. All right, guys, welcome back. My apologies for being away, but you know, sometimes, well, how do I say this in a like a polite way or a proper way? Sometimes people need to take a piss, and I needed to take a piss, so I went to take a piss. Otherwise, it was in my pants, and we don't want that to happen, of course. So qualifying wise, how's it looking like? Maxi in P1. Like I predicted, Evil Hunter in P2, they're actually quite close to each other, so we might be able to see a battle between those two on track. A 120.3 for AMS Corre, as we're currently on board with Green Ace. On his fast lap, he just got past the Alfa Romeo driver, if I'm not mistaken. It is probably Maxi, because the Ferrari driver is still in the pit lane. RRL James, a 118.6, he's coming out of nowhere. And it seems like Pistols might have gotten his prediction right with James in the top 3, because he said James is a pretty quick driver, and I didn't see him perform very well during this qualifying yet. But it seems like now he is taking P1 right there, and he's looking to keep it. A 118.6 is difficult to beat, but maybe Green Ace can do something about it. The Haas driver puts himself in P5 for the 120.0. And this was the gap I was talking about. A 1.4 second gap between James and Green Ace. It's going to be difficult for the race to develop. You know, you're never going to be able to see a Green Ace battle with a James if during a race. Maybe if there is a crash or something, but there are going to be big gaps forming, big groups, because P1, P2, and P3 have the same pace, well, have some sort of the same pace, and then they're going to be battling with each other, and then P4, P5, P6 are going to be battling with each other, and the more you battle, the more time you're going to lose. So the top 3 is just going to go further away, and you're stuck in P3 or P4, P5, P6, just battling with the guys you're always battling with. And that's what you usually see with cars that are not the same Well, F2 cars, you're seeing way more battles in F2 with different people than in F1, because F1 everyone has different performances. Each type of car is going to be battling with the same type of car week in, week out, and you're always going to see a Red Bull, well, of course, Perez, a Red Bull battle with a Ferrari or a Mercedes, then they're going to be battling with a Haas or a Williams. So that's the difference about pace difference. You're going to be having a lot of groups forming, and it's great for commentary, but it's even better to commentate it when everyone is battling with everyone. Makes it, well, a lot of fun. Yesterday I had a stream of the PGR grid, which I usually do on Sunday. They had a league race of the legacy tier, and just everyone was so fast, and they were filled by PSGL drivers, not of course the top tiers, but they were filled by quite a few fast drivers, and everyone was the same pace, sort of. And you saw an 8-way battle for P3 during the middle of the race, and that's something I've never seen. So not giving, like, I'm not promoting that league, of course, because, you know, right now I'm streaming for Rayners Racing League, and this league is great. They've welcomed me with open arms, and I really appreciate commentating here, although full qualifying is a bit long. Not really their fault, but we will see how it will develop during the race, of course. If there will be groups forming, like I said, maybe drivers have put a racing setup in the qualifying, and that means they're going to be faster in the race than they are in the qualifying. Maybe James, maybe Maxi, maybe Evil Hunter are just qualifying one lap beasts who are able to perform in the qualifying, but not really during an actual race. Iceman Walker might be one of them, because I've seen he put some good times on the track here in Australia. Currently in sector 1. Oh, he's going into the wall, and he has a broken front wing, I think. I'm not 100% sure. It doesn't look like it. But he did definitely touch the wall there coming out of turn 3. And it's a sketchy corner, if you think about it. He does have fastest first sector. How did that happen with a broken front wing going into the wall? It might be something new. I'll join for a last run. Need a Maxi and a James bottle here. Mr. Undead. Yes, sir. Yeah, sorry, Based. I already, well, closed down my Discord, and I don't think it's worth it anymore for 3 minutes. Not that I don't want you here, of course, but it's a bit of a difficult thing to open up my Discord again and make sure the volume is correct. So it might take a few minutes. So then the qualifying is already over. I'm just gonna focus on the qualifying right here, and then we can start. You can just have a sip of your coffee. Welcome, Undead. Welcome. Where are you in the qualifying? You're not even in here. Where are you? Oh, you're not racing, right? You're not racing. You're probably quite up the top in the drivers' championship. I'm gonna have a look. Standings, Undead, where is he? He is P2. So he definitely needs Maxi to crash out. There's still 2.5 more minutes. 2 minutes on the board. Maxi P2, that's crazy. And maybe, I mean, maybe he's able to get a P1. Yeah, I mean, it seems like Undead is the man to beat here in this league. But Maxi seems to be able to do that, as he's currently P1 in the Drivers' Championship. 48 points. P2 is Mr. Undead in P2 with 39 points. And then we've got RRL James with 38. So Mr. Undead might get overtaken by Mr. RRL James in the Drivers' Championship today, because RRL James is in P1 at the moment during the qualifying. There are a few drivers on track, and I'm not sure why I'm looking at Maxi at that point. Ooh, Mr. Korre right now with the fastest second sector. Seemed like it entering sector 3, getting past the Mercedes driver. Make sure you're not going to be blocking anyone. The Aston Martin driver was going slow there too. And now this is the problem in multiple leagues, actually. they're just going to be waiting till that last long straight to get past everyone, and then there's going to be some kind of groups forming, and it's always chaos that last sector. Oh no, Kota! He messes up. Oh no, coming out of that last corner, he just completely lost grip and lost traction. Oh no, breaks his front wing. Yeah, there is no point in racing anymore at this point. A 120.3 will have to do the job. Mr. Eisman in P10, he hasn't been able to put a lap in, so he can only put one more lap on the board with still 45 seconds on the table. Green A's right now in P6. The Haas driver, I wonder what he's going to be able to do. Is he going for another lap? Is he on a fast lap right now? It doesn't look like it. He seems to be backing out as he doesn't have much ERS left. And he might come into the pits after this one, so we're not going to focus on that. The main guy we want to focus on is Mr. Pants here. Ooh, wait, Maxi is coming out of the pits right now, and I don't think... can we see Rayners' lap? Yes, sir. He's on an out lap right now, but he's coming around the last corner to start his lap. I really wonder what he's going to be able to do. What if I missed? A couple of guys with a quali ban, a couple of guys just didn't get into Q10, but nothing too serious. The race is going to be starting in about 10 minutes from now, and we're currently looking with an onboard on Rayner. Rayner, the league owner of this league. Evil Hunter 118.3 as he smashes RRL James time off the table, puts him back in P2, and Evil Hunter will now take the lead here in Q3. Rayner currently in P9. He will have to improve by about a couple of tenths actually to get into that top 5. He is about 1.4 seconds away, so no pressure on him, and I don't want to be the commentator who's gonna have any commentator's curse on Rayner right now because he's the owner of the league, and you know, I'm just happy to be here and be able to grow my channel and stream for you guys. I still have to get F123. It was actually, oh no, Rayner, he invalidated. No way, the Mercedes driver will have to start from P10, and he will not be able to get anywhere in the middle. Bottled it, 2 mistakes made, and Maxi will start from P3. Everyone is coming into the pits, and this will be your qualifying results, the starting order of your Australian Grand Prix. Maxi in P3, RRL Green A's in P4, and Quad Duty in P5. Both Haas drivers also with a good result, and I really wonder what they're going to be able to do here in this race. Still have to get F123. I actually got the Champions Edition with a discount. It was 100 euros, and when I was on vacation, it was 40% off, so I got it at 60 euros. So, I mean, quite a bargain. Let's go over the grid right now. P1 for Evil Hunter, and then we've got James in P2, Maxi in P3, Green A's in P4, and Quaduti in P5. Further, we've got Pants, who I expected a little bit more from, Iceman Walker, who I also expected a little bit more from, and then Apex in P8, Kota in P9, and Rayner in P10. But of course, the guys who I expected more from might be able to perform very well during the race. Well, you know what the thing is? I read the commentary chat, and apparently there was a commentator who was not very nice to some guys of the grid. I don't want to, just to make sure everyone who's listening right now, I don't want to be the commentator who's shitting on people and all that kind of stuff, just for jokes. So if I'm shitting on you, it's probably the opposite that I'm doing, and I'm trying to praise you or whatever. Oh no, I didn't get it when it was on discount because my birthday is in 19 days. You're gonna get it for your birthday? You might ask you might want to ask your parents or whoever you want to get it from to give your present early, and that way you are able to get it early and get it on a discount. But of course, like I said, guys, I don't want to make anyone feel shit. I don't want to make anyone look like shit. You're all great racing drivers. Everyone has their own pace. Everyone has their own speed. And we're just, at the end of the day, we're all doing this for fun. My commentary is for fun. Your racing is for fun. The stewards are doing the stewarding work for fun. I'm a steward. not in this league, but in another league. I don't do it for fun. I hate it. But I'm just trying to help out the community. And at this point, we're nowhere near sim esports professionals, and we're all just want to have fun and all that kind of stuff. So I'm not saying anything bad about someone. If I do feel you should, just drop me a DM and I will make up for it. I had my first few races of a league I had. There was a guy who I told was a little bit slower than his teammate, and he kind of didn't take it very well. He hit me up. He said, yeah, you've been talking shit about me. Why have you been talking shit about me? I said, no harsh feelings, bro. It wasn't specifically focused on you, but yeah, he didn't took it light. So if anyone feels done dirty by me, just let me know, and I will give you a proper apology. But of course, we're not here to give anyone apologies, because we are here for racing. Yeah. It is the Rayners Racing League. Everyone is warming up their tires right now, and I'm gonna have a quick look what tire everyone is on. Actually, it might be a good one. We rip everyone anyway. Good luck to the drivers. Warmings Motorsport says we're seeing a lot of different strategies, and this is an interesting one. Oh, this is lovely. Medium tires for the top 4, then we've got soft tires for Quad Duty, so we might be seeing a position switch between Quad Duty and Green Ace. Then Pans, Walker, and Apex are all 3 on mediums. Kore is on soft, so we might have to take a quick look at him, because he's gonna have a good getting off the grid, you know. Rayner, Studio, both on mediums, and we've got Asovate, the first driver, on hard tires. Gosalad and Sazen both on soft tires, so they are probably going to be able to overtake Isovate. DB on hard tires, so he's going to take that to the long run, and then both medium drivers and soft tires at the end of the race. Now, we want to take these position changes because we are going to be starting our race. Quad Duty is disqualified. It's going to be 5 red lights here in Australia. And who is going to have a good run? Starting off the grid, it's lights out, and away we go. Someone is going wide already. It's the AlphaTauri driver, and someone is standing still on the grid. It is going to be Studio, who is going to have a good start of the race. It seems to be James, who makes a move before turn 1 is there. Evil Hunter makes the move again. Disqualification for Quad Duty, and there is already chaos here at the first lap in Australia. RRL James had a quick peek from Maxi right behind him. Green Ace in P4, Iceman in P6, Pants in P. Lobby restart needed. Lobby restart needed, or is there actually a lobby restart? I'm not too sure. Doesn't look like it. There is a yellow flag in Sector 1, and that seems to be Studio, DB, and Quad Duty out of the race. There's 3 drivers actually, who got disqualified. Maxi now making a move. It seems like they're going side by side here, the Alpine driver and the AlphaTauri driver down the inside, and there is gonna be a lobby restart. So we will be right back with you guys. Yeah, nothing I can say about that. So enjoy the music.
1-2 on it. Gotta move this mic through on it. Hold up, we gotta get this. Yeah. I'm a little tied up, but I'm not tired. When it comes to this rap, I'm an outlier. I don't play by the rules. What's a hook or a verse? If it doesn't make you move, then I'm not trying to hear that shit. No, I've been rolling on a one track mind, taking it slow, perfecting the craft. You gotta break a few eggs to break the mold. Nothing work happens easy, that's the way that it goes. Yeah, I find growth in the pocket like a Tamagotchi. So here we are again, flowing like a hot tamale. You see me going and just know that it's an out of body experience. I don't know God, but it's as close as I get. I switched the flow so much, I think it's time to settle into consistency. I put in work until it's elemental. Read like elemental PM in the dead of winter, spitting heat, waiting for the drip. Let it melt a little. I'm trying to fill it out. Fuck what you feel about it. I take the good with the bad. It's essential. I get a healthy dose of my vitamins and minerals, and negative perspectives need a positive for kilowattage. I tried waiting for the moment, it never came to me. So I'm running like a dog on a license plate, doing everything that I can. Tell me that I can't do it, and it's all I think about till I get around to it. I'm a little tied up, but I'm not tired. When it comes to this rap, I'm an outlier. I don't play by the rules. What's a hook or a verse? If it doesn't make you move, then I'm not trying to hear that shit. No, I've been rolling on a one track mind, taking it slow, perfecting the craft. You gotta break a few eggs to break them all. Nothing work happens easy, that's the way that it goes. Yeah, I'm a little tied up, but I'm not tired. When it comes to this rap, I'm an outlier. I don't play by the rules. What's a hook or a verse? If it doesn't make you move, then I'm not trying to hear that shit. No, I've been rolling on a one track mind, taking it slow, perfecting the craft. You gotta break a few eggs to break them all. Nothing work happens easy, that's the way that it goes.
See, I got good nights, but I got bad things. Make a good vibe out of bad things. Shorty look fine, dirty dancing. Shorty just wanna do your damn thing. Acts like a beach ball, so I gotta smack it. The way she bite her lips when the nigga get the grabbing. Give me that look like you need some action. And she say she love the way I hit it, I'm a savage. Gentleman at home, but a beast for the breach. They ask if I got told, cause they can't keep reach. Gotta leave me alone like we can't keep peace. Never find nobody like me, can't be me. Show you my potential when I switch up the flow. Or maybe you gon' find out later down the road. Either way I got it, I'ma get back to the dough. Thank you for your time, but I can't wait anymore. Oh, ay.
She not the type to care about your whereabouts. Give me a 5 hours later, like where you now? She don't like to fight, so we talking, air it out. Get angry and fuck in the couch, roll to the floor and we laugh. This the type of girl that turn your whole world round. One look and I promise that you won't fall down. I do not do loving, but I'll change for you. Day in and day, I feel like I'm chained to you. Shawty like a model, but she don't do none that runway. Chick-fil-A is closed, but I got chicken on a Sunday. I rip off your clothes, lay you down until some Monday. Catch me on the road, send me pizza, keep me hungry. You a bad thing, yeah, yeah. Do the bad things, I like. This your last day of my life. Got no days off, no off days, what I'm like.
Good night, but I got bad things. Make a good vibe out of bad things. Shorty look fine, dirty dancing. Shorty just want do your damn thing.
Ours is just looking sweet.
Yeah, she said she need that. Type of shit that's gonna bring her back. Yeah, I've been told that I have that effect. It is. She play hard to get me, got attached. Never called her back. Okay, if I'm coming clean, I was never sure what you
his chase. Once he got in my bed, he blow me up. Too many talks, tryna act like I'm dead. These checks up on me, I can't add them all. Straight Pokemon with these women, yeah, I done had them.
Oh, we're starting already. Why did I miss this? Oh my days. Here we go, guys. It's 5 red lights and away we go for Australia. RRL James takes P1 from Evil Hunter here into turn 1. Now we've got Maxi in P3, Quad Duty in P4, and Green Ace in P5. We know that Quad Duty is on these soft tires. He wants to get past the Alfa Romeo driver as soon as possible. Takes the outside line. There's a Haas who goes wide, and then it is Quad Duty. Oh no. Oh, he's a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings too. That is a bad start for the Haas driver. Now we're gonna have a quick look with Iceman, who took P4 here from the Haas driver. We've got Pants in P5 and Kota in P6. They're quite close to each other as the Ferrari driver is trying to make up for that time loss to the Alfa Romeo driver. Apex right now in P7, down the inside of the Mercedes driver Rayner, who is in P8 at the moment. He started in P10, so he is looking at a great race start here in Australia. Quad Duty. Oh, going off track again. Not too sure what he's doing, but he might not feel very comfortable on these softs here. Lord Koolselaar right behind the Williams driver. He's taking a look down the inside and he makes the move, but he has a little bit of a snap coming out of that corner. Is he going to retake that position? It doesn't look like it. DB stays P11 here in lap 1 Australia. Now, Koolselaar is trying to make up for that position again. There is a big battle between P1 and P2. The Aston Martin driver right on the tail of RRL James, and Maxi is trying to get himself involved into this battle. It's a three-way battle for P1 already in lap 2, and it seems like Isovate got a 3-second time penalty. Both of these, all three drivers are within 1 second of each other, and it's looking like a great battle here. And I really wonder what the strategy is tire-wise. They're all on medium tires. So is Mr. Pans and Ice Walker. So the top 5 is currently on medium tires, and that seems to be the ideal strategy already here in Australia. Kota on the soft tires. He's trying to make his way into the top 5, but I'm not too sure if it's a pace issue or a tire issue, but he's not making any time up for it. And also Apex, the Alpine driver, currently in P7, trying to make his way past the AlphaTauri driver. We've got Isovate in a heated battle with Rayner and Bistel. It seems like Rayner finds himself in a Red Bull sandwich. Now Rayner is going around the outside of Isovate. Does he have enough pace to get past the Red Bull driver? And maybe Pistol is going to be able to make a move around the outside of his teammate. And his Isovate is going too deep. He's getting overtaken by both his teammate and Rayner. Now Isovate back in P10. Rayner having a heated battle with Pistol as he gives back that position. Rayner going onto the grass, not too sure what happened there, but Pistol was trying to give back that position. Now there's an incident between the Red Bull and the Haas driver right there. Quad Duty feeling a little bit needed to get some positions on the board as he lost quite a few, going down the inside of Rayner right now into turn 1 as that is move done. Now what is the Red Bull driver going to do to Rayner as he got caught back up to the Mercedes driver? As Rayner, I mean, it was such an interesting incident there with both Red Bull drivers where Isovate just went really, really wide. He got a penalty for it. Now going wide again, so we might see a few penalties from Isovate right there as we're seeing DB just cut the whole, well, not really cut, but go wide all over the curb. And it seems like there's a heated battle still here at the front. Evil Hunter in P1, he's getting chased by James and Maxi right behind him, but Maxi is going to be the first one to make a move on James before James can make a move on Hunter, I assume, because he is within 1 second, and Evil Hunter goes wide onto the curb, gets overtaken by both drivers. Maxi now retakes P2, and James will take P1 out of the Aston Martin's driver's hands. Now, Evil Hunter, will he be able to get back into P1? Probably not within a couple of laps, because it's so hard to retake 2 positions at once here in Australia. We did see Pistol do it on Rayner and who was it? Isovate, his teammate, as Isovate takes another 3-second time penalty. That's very unfortunate. Now Maxi looking to make a move down the inside. He's gonna back out of the move into turn 1, I think that is. Need to put my track map on, of course. Position changes, we might have to take a quick look at that. There's a lot of position changes here in the first 4 laps of this race, the biggest loser of the evening goes to Green Ace, as he is currently in P12. Lost about 8 positions already during those first 3 laps here in Australia, but he's looking to make those back up. I think he had a little bit of an incident with his teammate right now. Maxi around the outside into this difficult S section. He's going back onto the grass to give that position back to James and Hunter, because if he went a little bit more straight there, he might have just straight lined the Alpine driver, and that's not what you want to do, because then you're going to get a qualifying ban like Pistol got last race. And what a beautiful scenery here in Sector 3. I really wonder who's going to come out on top, but it is almost certain already that these 3 are going to form the podium if there isn't going to be any incidents or mistakes by these drivers. There's a 2.7 gap from Maxi to Pans, and it seems to be 6 different drivers in the top 6, so that's great to see that there's a big constructors battle here at the front. And then, of course, we are seeing an Alfa Romeo at the bottom, a Ferrari at the bottom. Both McLaren drivers are not here because there is only one. Maxi looking to make a move. There's an Alfa Romeo driver who goes off track, catches a 3-second time penalty, and he's already getting blue flags after lap 5, so that's quite interesting. But he might have had a little incident at the beginning of the race. Now Maxi has to leave a little gap to Evil Hunter, but so does Evil Hunter to James. So James really has the pace around here in Australia. He takes that P1 position, and even with the use of DRS that Evil Hunter has, he's not able to get any close to the Alpine driver. So we might be able to see RRL James just take this P1. Now Evil Hunter around the outside, he's going to use DRS. He opens it, but closes it back after 1 second, so I'm not too sure what was up right there. Maybe he just didn't want to make that overtake work. It's a 3-way battle here in Sector 3 once again, but of course Sector 3 a difficult one to make an overtake on. They just have to rely on the mistakes the drivers will make ahead of him, and I think Maxi is in the driver's seat for P2 here, but so is Evil Hunter for P1, so we will see what's going to happen. It seems like there's also a heated battle here for P5 between the Ferrari driver and the AlphaTauri driver. Now the AlphaTauri driver down the inside of this corner, it makes a move into turn 1, into turn 2, and into turn 3. What is the Ferrari driver going to do? Is he going to recapture that position, or does he have to defend from the Alpine driver right ahead, right behind him? And it seems like Apex is going to retake that position. It is P6 for the Alpine driver as he goes a little bit onto the curb, trying to defend the position from Iceman Walker, and they're losing the toe of Kotta, already 8 tenths behind the AlphaTauri driver. Now Base Pistol with a 3-second time penalty, and there's a 1/10 gap between Evil Hunter and James now down the inside. Is he going to be able to make that move? It does seem like it, into the S's, and the move is there before the corner is there. But is Maxi going to get involved into this battle? It doesn't look like it. All things are happening clean out here in Australia. We're currently in lap 6 out of 29. Maxi is going around the outside as RRL James doesn't have DRS, and it seems like James just lost 2 positions in 1 lap, and it's not looking great for the Alpine driver, but maybe now he's in the driver's seat again to retake that P2 or P1, because anything can happen between these 3. They're just having such heated battles. Apex now retakes P5 as he gained 3 positions already. So did Kotta, and Iceman Walker is just in the position which he started on. And as I said, there are groups forming, so you see that Pants is just in the middle of nowhere. He's 5 seconds behind RRL James. He is 3.5 seconds in front of RRL Apex, and then we've got a battle between RRL Apex, Cora, and Iceman Walker. Then once again a 3.8-second gap to Base Pistol, and then Quad Duty is trying to make his way around the Red Bull driver in P8. And once again a heated battle. There was a yellow flag earlier, and that might have been the McLaren driver Sazen. Base Pistol now having a heated battle with Quad Duty, it seems like. But both drivers do have a penalty. It seems like the top 7 doesn't have any penalties, so that's something we have to keep our mind on. There's another yellow flag cost in Sector 1. It seems like that's either an Alpine driver or a Williams driver. It is going to be DP98. Maxi, who has the DRS, but not able to make that move into turn. I need to have a quick look what turn it is, but I'm gonna use it so often, but totally forgot to enable the music, the sound. Nice, love my life. What turn is that? It is turn... No, it's turn 13. There we go. All right, heated battle once again for P1. Is Maxi going to retake his P1? It doesn't look like it. 2 tenths between the two. But the Alfa Romeo driver definitely has a setup down the main straight to be able to make that move. He's now going around the outside here into turn 4. Is he going to be able to recapture P1? It does look like it has a little bit of a snap there. Touches the front tire of the Aston Martin driver, but everything happened safely. There's not really a big issue right there, so I think that would have been a no further action if it would have gotten reported. But right now, Evil Hunter trying to defend the position from RRL James. Maxi still in the leading position right now, and he's looking to make a little bit of a gap, but Evil Hunter has the DRS. So is this going to be a move around the outside through the S's? I wouldn't suggest making a move right there, as Maxi defends the inside line. Evil Hunter is going to have DRS again, so we might see a three-way battle here once again with the use of DRS. Evil Hunter tries to take a look down the inside, but didn't have the momentum coming out of the S's. And now RRL Maxi. Well, everyone is RRL here, except for Maxi's. I don't know. Maxi now still in P1. He is 3 tenths ahead of the Aston Martin driver. The Aston Martin driver didn't look like he had a great line through that corner, but Maxi had a little bit of a snap there, so Evil Hunter will most definitely be able to make the move down the inside, but he doesn't have straight line speed. This is an issue for the Aston Martin driver right now. He's not able to make any move down the main straight, so he will have to do it with ERS and DRS, or maybe Maxi is just using all of his ERS he can to defend this P1 position from Evil Hunter, because the driver who is in P1, who's having drivers behind him, their tires are just going to be the best at the end of the day. They don't have any dirty air in front of them, which the Aston Martin and the Alpine driver do. So yeah, it's always better to have no one in front of you than stay close to someone right in front of you. As you can see right now, Evil Hunter once again is going to try and make a move here on this long corner. It's not really a corner, it's a straight. And then going into the S's, of course, you need a good line. And you definitely don't want to get onto that curb at the outside line, because that's going to send you into the wall, into the barrier. We're looking at a heated battle between Kota and Apex right now. Is Apex going to have the DRS? It seems like it. He's going around the outside. Kota defends the inside line. And Kota retakes that P5. I mean, he didn't really have to do much there. Just go onto the defensive line and just defend that position. And with the use of DRS, no, he didn't have DRS. Did he have DRS? I don't really know. But he is looking at a 4-tenth gap to the Alpine driver. Wait, let me have a quick look. A 3.3 second gap to Pans, and it seems like it's more likely that Kota is going to be able to get to Pans than Pans is going to be able to get to James, even though with the battles that are happening in the top 3 at the moment, Goselaar makes that move on Jose. And this was the battle we were talking about, the battle of the centuries. The guys were talking about it in my channel. Is there a little bit of a lag? It does seem like it. Now back to P6, as Apex has not been able to get past Kota yet. And this is looking great for the constructors, because we don't want Alpine to be P1. I don't like Alpine a single bit. Look at the cards. Awful. It's awful. And, you know, Alpine right now is a big competitor with Alfa Romeo in the actual F1. So I'm not really into Alpine at all. But I do appreciate the drivers that are driving for Alpine at the moment, because I think RRL James has helped me in my commentary. Well, he helped me answer some questions. Evil Hunter gets a penalty, a 3-second time penalty for Evil Hunter. This is not looking great. Maxi coming into the pits. Maxi is the first driver to come into the pits, and what tire will he go on? Probably the hards, but also Kota. Kota is on soft tires, and you would expect for the soft tire runner to come into the pits before the medium tire runners, but Maxi is just trying to do something way different. He's trying to do a massive undercut on the guys ahead, because of course, I mean, here's what you want to do. You want to create as big of a gap as possible, because that way you're not going to be losing time battling people. And I want to see where he comes out. He comes out in the middle of nowhere as he's the Alpine driver, the AlphaTauri driver, into the wall. He had a little bit of a snap coming out of turn 4 right there, and that was not looking great for the AlphaTauri driver now has a broken front wing, and that might be what I said it was. A tire issue with soft tires running 10 laps. I'm not too sure how long they last, but now gets overtaken by Based Pistol, who is also running soft tires, but Koda doesn't have a front wing anymore, so we're gonna have a quick look. There is a safety car. Virtual safety car it is. I thought the orange thing was a safety car. There's a virtual safety car. Will it transform to a actual safety car or will it not? The soft tire runners are definitely having the benefit. So have the medium tire runners, because they're able to come into the pits without any time loss. Evil Hunter and RRL James will both come into the pits. This is not looking great for Maxi. Maxi is currently in P6. Evil Hunter will go on soft tires. What a bold strategy from the Aston Martin driver, as his main rival right now will go on to hard. Dit is godverdomme niet leuk weer. Sorry, Season. But every driver gets points, and keep that in mind. Every driver gets points, and now Based Pistol also coming into the pits. He's going for medium tires. Bold strategy, but I think the hard tire runners will be able to get this stint last till the end of the race, and I don't think the medium tire runners will, neither will the soft tire runners. It's 19 more laps. No, it is 17 more laps, and the virtual safety car has ended. Or hasn't it? No, it hasn't. Why is it so long? No, the virtual safety car is gone right now. Yeah, it's green flags and go, go, go. Here we are with Iceman being pretty close to Maxi. Well, Maxi actually being pretty close to Iceman now goes around the outside. He is on those fresh mediums, and this is a fucking easy move by the Alfa Romeo driver. Sorry, guys, I just read fuck in the chat, so I needed to say fuck. But RRL James, I mean, Maxi now is 6 tenths behind RRL James, but it didn't seem like he made that undercut work. He does have the DRS right now. He has the fresher tires, so maybe he needs to focus on not to battle too much with RRL James. Just make that move, push a lot, and then be able to create a gap to the Alpine driver, because most definitely you will still have to come into the pits, because Maxi started on the mediums and he's gone for mediums again, so he's most likely to go for medium softs. Apex gives a position to both drivers, and that's not really what you thought he was gonna do. He is on 12 lap old medium, so maybe it wasn't very smart to not come into the pits. But maybe, I mean, maybe he was thinking of a double stack. He was afraid of a double stack and just didn't go into the pits. But he seems to be struggling right now on these 12 lap old mediums, as he's got the Ferrari driver right behind him, also on 12 lap old mediums. Cora right now overtakes Quad Dude. He was coming into the pits, and there is a heated battle between P1 and P2. Evil Hunter around the outside now has the inside line through the S's, and that's an easy move. He is on those soft tires against 12 lap old mediums, so this will be the most easiest move he's ever made in his life. Down the main straight just with the use of DRS, and then of course pull a little bit of a gap after the SS already has a gap of 1 second, so I'm not too sure if Pans has DRS. It doesn't look like it. But Evil Hunter has that penalty. He has a 3-second time penalty for cutting the corners, and it's not looking great for him. Now, Maxi in a heated battle with James into Sector 3. He's most likely going to have DRS down the main straight. Is this going to be an overtake opportunity for the Alfa Romeo driver? And there is a driver who crashed. It is Pants, and he's going to be parallel with the track. He's going to get overtaken by the Ferrari driver too. Ooh, that was a little bit interesting from Pants right there. It kind of tried to take out the Ferrari driver, it looked like from my screen. Maxi now in P3. Around the outside is looking to make a move, but it doesn't seem like that was going to be able to work for the Alfa Romeo driver. Still on the tail of James, but if I was him, I wouldn't battle too much with James. I mean, he is on medium tires. James is on hard tires, and you don't want to battle too much because he's going to take these hards till the end of the race, and Maxi still has to go on to softs at the end of the race. So you just want to make an easy move, and I do think he's going to be able to do that right now. Drain all of your ERS, drain all of the DRS after the S's, and then that's going to be an overtake. Easily done by Maxi before the S's were there. He has the fastest second sector right now, as RRL James is keeping the toe of the Alfa Romeo driver. It's looking very great for James, but he will have DRS, but he will not be able to make a move. RRL green ace right now with a 3-second time penalty. And will Maxi be able to create a 1-second gap to RRL James before the DRS detection point is there. It doesn't look like it. RRL James is still within DRS detection. Well, DRS 1 second, whatever you want to call it. Or isn't he? Does he have DRS? Let us have a quick look. He does have the DRS, but Maxi now with the fastest lap of 120.9. Does that beat the actual fastest lap? No, it doesn't. The actual fastest lap on this track is a 120.2. RRL Pans coming into the pits, possibly because he has a broken front wing. Ice of 8 disqualified from the session. This is not great. And Wolf retired from the session. Is this going to be a virtual safety car? Yes, it is. This might be great for Pans. He won't be losing too much time in the pit lane, because all the drivers have to slow down, of course. But will Maxi come into the pits to go for hard tires? If he comes into the pits for soft tires, it's not gonna last till the end of the race. Evil Hunter will just... he might come into the pits. But then, of course, RRL James has the benefit of the doubt. And if he goes for mediums right now, he will be able to last him till the end of the race. Iceman Walker will not be able to get back to Evil Hunter, as there is still a virtual safety car going on. And everyone has to slow down. I think it's about 60% of their pace they're able to keep. He's not coming into the pits. Interesting strategy from Evil Hunter right there. Maxi with a 2.2 second gap created to James. He's pulling a gap. That's very remarkable during a virtual safety car that you're able to create a gap. But duty now in P9, and we're gonna have a quick look. Uh-oh, a lot of guys have left the session, it seems like. Penalties, 3-second drive-through penalty for base pistol. What did he do? Speeding in the pit lane? Did he... No, speeding in the pit lane is a 5-second time penalty. He possibly went too fast. Maxi on the right strategy. I reckon it's what I would have done on that. I do think James is going to be able to take these hearts to the end of the race, though, and it's green flags, and away we go here. It doesn't seem like anyone is pretty close to each other. Maybe Green Ace, as Quad Duty now comes into the pits. He's quite close to the Mercedes driver. The guys will have DRS. We're going to have a little bit on board with the Haas driver as he's trying to make a gap. Well, of course, a Rayners is trying to make a gap on Green Ace, and these guys have known each other for a long time already because they're both having RRL in their name. And to be honest, if you think about it, you're not going to put RRL in your name referring to a league if you haven't been in that league for a long time already. We know that Rayner, I mean, the league is called Rayners Racing League. So, of course, Rayner has been the longest in this league already, as he's the owner. Rayner now is defending the inside line. Green Ace does have the DRS, and he's going to be able to make that move before the corner is there. It does look like it. And it seems like this move, well, this particular... How do I say this? Particular section of the circuit is an easy part to make an overtake on, because you have the DRS on such a long straight. Also the start-finish straight, which we will be able to see Base Pistol now make a move on Pans if he has the DRS. Cotta makes a move on Apex, it seems like, but we want to have a quick look what Pistol is going to be able to do. He's not able to get any closer to the Mercedes driver, so let's focus on Apex and Cotta right here, because Apex is looking to make a move down the inside, but unfortunately he is not going to be able to make that move. Although with a little bit of a mistake from Cotta right there, is that going to be a move? Doesn't look like it. Apex still trailing by a couple of tenths now in P6, Cotta still in P5, Iceman in P4, James in P3, and Maxi in P2. Hunter is leading the race, but he has a 3-second time penalty. According to Undead P2 in the Drivers' Championship right now, it would be better to go for Maxi's strategies, because the soft tires at the end of the stint, at the end of the strategy, will be better than the hard tires James is running right now. There's a 5-second gap from James to Maxi, so let's have a think about that. How many more times is he going to be losing? I think about 3 to 4 seconds. So he will come into the pits with a 9-second difference. Then coming out of the pits, he will have to make up for about 14 to 15 seconds. If you do that on soft, you're not. RRL James with a 3-second time penalty, and this is a big penalty. We are seeing a different strategy between RRL James and Maxi, and Maxi seems to be on 7-lap-old mediums, RRL James on 6-lap-old hards, and ideally he wants a 9-second gap, yes indeed. But I'm not too sure if he's going to be able to pull that, because this last lap he only pulled about 3/10 away from the Alpine driver, and it seems like, you know, the longer he's going onto the medium tires, the slower he's going to be able to create that gap, because the hard tires will last longer than the mediums, if that makes sense. So welcome Shuki in the chat. For everyone who doesn't know, it's my girlfriend, so just everyone say hi to her, please. So she doesn't feel too lonely, because she, you know, she joins the chat expecting me to talk with her, but of course I'm streaming a race, so I'm not able to talk with her, and then she sends me a message like, "Oh, Thomas, you didn't text me, or you didn't talk with me," and I'm feeling really stupid right now joining your chat and you're not talking to me. So I'm gonna have a quick sip, guys. Yellow flag right now in sector 1. It seems like that's gonna be Sazen again. I've never said that. Oh, yes, you did, Shuki. Yes, you did. There's a 3-second penalty, a 6-second penalty for a couple of guys. I'm gonna have a quick look who has those penalties. It's Evil Hunter with a 3-second time penalty, James with a big 3-second time penalty, but so has Evil Hunter. 6-second time penalty for Base Pistol, as he already came into the pits to serve that drive-through penalty. Green Ace with a 6-second time penalty. And Quad Duty, 23 seconds. What has happened there, buddy? Like, he was just... That first lap, he was just... What was he doing? I don't even know if it's the first lap, but just driving with a blindfold on and just chilling. Sazen now with a drive-through time penalty. Speeding under the safety car, and that is very unfortunate. Now, let's have a quick look with the strategies. Maxi came into the pits. This is ideal for him because he's going to be right behind the Alpine driver. I mean, position-wise, DRS is enabled again, and he has a gap of 10.5 seconds. Will he be able to make up that position? Ideally, Evil Hunter will still have to come into the pits. I don't think he's going to be able to last these soft tires for another 9 laps. And there's a heated battle between Kore and Iceman. No, Iceman is coming into the pits, it seems like, to go for soft tires, so he loses a position to Apex, but he will be able to get that position quite easily as he's getting chased by Pans right behind him. Pans around the outside. Is he going to be able to make that move? He's braking later than the Ferrari driver, but the Ferrari driver defending the outside line, and he's going to have a better line through this section of the track. The Ferrari driver still on his heels, trying to defend this position from the Mercedes driver. Thank you, Undead. Appreciate it. And now Iceman is just pulling a gap, I imagine. He's trying to gain a little bit of time to Apex. And Quad Duty retired from the session in the pit lane, though, so there's not going to be a safety car. Uh-oh, Evil Hunter comes into the pits. He's losing 2 positions. Not 3, because, oh my days, Kore is so far back. 43 seconds between the top 3 and the rest of the grid. 44 seconds. All of these guys at the front are just on softs or on old hards. And Maxi has already pulled a gap of 9.1 seconds. So, well, not pulled, but he shrinkened the gap. Uh-oh, Kore. Oh, what is this? Apex tried to make a move down the inside of Kore. He kind of backed out of the move, but he still was on the curb. Just lost the position to Iceman too. And now Iceman is looking to make a move down the inside on these softs. That should be an easy move. Enough room left from Kore for Iceman right there, and Iceman is now getting overtaken by Apex, it seems like, and there's a four-way battle going on between the P4, P5, P6, and P7. It's looking a little bit sloppy here, but they're keeping it clean, they're keeping it nice. And I think Pans is going to be the first one to make an overtake. Or is it going to be Iceman here around the outside? He has the inside line now through the S's. And also Apex. Is he going to make a dive bomb down the inside? It doesn't look like it. Iceman is actually the guy on the freshest tires here, on these soft tires. So he should be leading this pack a little bit closer to the guys ahead. Because now there's a 28-second time gap. And we saw 44 at the beginning of the, well, at the middle of the race when the safety car was there again. So did they make up 14 seconds? That's a really interesting question. I don't think they did though. Maxi already in 6 seconds behind, and I think Maxi is going to be able to pull it off. This is looking great for the Alfa Romeo driver, maybe also for Evil Hunter. Uh-oh. Did someone crash? Base pistol. Yes, he did. Into the wall. Does he have a broken front wing? It doesn't look like it, but still heated battle going on here, but no moves have been made down the main straight. And they're currently into the second. Should I call it a chicane? It's not really a chicane, is it? This is more like a chicane, but also not really a chicane. I don't know how I should call it. We'll call it a fake chicane. Rayner now makes the move on Base Pistol, and I think Base Pistol has a broken front wing because he's losing so much time on Rayner right now. Already 1 second after only a straight, so I'm not too sure what's up with him. Usually a broken front wing doesn't affect your speed on the straights, only if you have a broken rear wing or maybe side pods. But at the moment, I'm just losing so much time. Shuki, they can hear me if they have the stream opened. Yeah, that's correct. Quad duty, just do a little bit better next week. You will be able to perform a little bit better, as we're talking about Mercedes. Now tries to make a move down the inside. It doesn't look, he doesn't have the pace around the main straight. He doesn't have the pace. Apex with a 3-second time penalty, and that's going to be the only driver in this battle with a penalty right now. He's losing a position to Pans. Ooh, Pans. Down the inside, and he retakes that position from the Alpine driver. I mean, Apex now looking at the 3-second time penalty, and this is not looking great. He shouldn't be battling too much, because the thing is, Kore is 1 second behind him. And if he battles too much, Kore is going to be able to get back. He's not within DRS 1 second right now. Because, I mean, once you're outside the DRS, you're going to be losing so much time. Right now, 1.3 seconds already for the Alpine driver to Kore. So he's pulling a gap. So he doesn't want to battle too much because he wants to pull a gap of 3 seconds to be able to compensate with that 3-second time penalty. Quad duty, you're one of a kind, buddy. Looking at Maxi right now, already a gap of 2.3 seconds. Will he be able to make this work? It's looking great, but Apex is pulling a gap of 2 seconds already, but he's losing the toe of Pans, who's having a heated battle with Iceman right now. And these 9-lap-old hards, will they be better at the end of the race than, for example, 8-lap-old softs? I really wonder what tire is going to be better at that point, but right now it's looking like Iceman is defending this P4 position with his life, with his Ferrari car, and it has been a long time since I've been so excited about a Ferrari car, because you know, being a Ferrari fan is pretty depressing these days. Now, Pans around the outside. Aceman is not really defending the inside line, because the thing is, Aceman just has the DRS on this little straight, and he will also have the DRS down the start-finish straight. You see, he's not even using any DRS here. So he will just wait for the start-finish straight to be able to make that move again, because he will have good traction coming into Sector 3 right now on these soft tires, and that way he will be really close to the Mercedes driver, and in that case he will be able to make that move down the main straight before turn 1 with the use of DRS. Now, having a good run out of that last corner, beautifully done by Iceman right there. Is he going down the inside? Is he going around the outside? He's choosing the outside line. Is he going to be able to make that move? He's going onto the grass. There's not much room left for the Ferrari driver, and Pans will just retake that position. So Iceman Walker will have to wait one more lap to be able to make the same move or same mistake. Depends on whether he is focused here after 25 laps already. And it seems like the battle of the ages here between Gonzalez and Jose is going on. Jose now down the inside of Gonzalez, and these guys just chilling. They're driving and they're battling with each other, and it's looking great. Gonzalez tried to make a move down the inside, and Maxi has retaken P1, it seems like. Sorry guys, I completely missed that. I was too busy with Iceman and Pans right there. Evil Hunter might be able to make a move on RRL James here. RRL James, will he lose another position due to his strategy? Still 3 more laps to go. Will he take P2, or will he have to be happy with a P3? Talking about Evil Hunter here on his 5-lap-old softs. And you know, if you're not a racing driver, it would be easy to say that he's just going to be retaking that position as easy as possible, but it's not that easy. Being a racing driver in lap 26, you have to think of multiple things you want to do. Do you want to defend that position? Do you want to give it for free? What do you do strategy-wise? Are you going to be able to retake that position? As you can see right here, RRL James just down the inside. Is he going to push the Aston Martin driver a little bit wide? It doesn't look like it. And now Evil Hunter is back in P3. RRL James retakes P2, and both drivers have a 3-second time penalty. Gonzalez makes that move on Jose, but the only thing we want to see right now is Evil Hunter and James. Evil Hunter doesn't have the pace down the main straight, and he's going wide. Is he going to lose the toe? It does seem like it, so maybe we have a little bit of time to go to Gonzalez and Jose right now. Jose is going to have DRS. He's going down the inside and makes that move look as easy as he can. The Ferrari driver retakes P11, and maybe they are able... No, they're not going to be able to get P10. Oh, the Ferrari driver into the wall. No, Jose, the Mexican driver. Oh no, he's going again. Oh, broken front wing. There we go. Saizen with a 3-second time penalty. It's not looking great for Saizen at the moment. But we want to go back to P5 because Iceman has caught up to Pants. Kotte now making a move on Apex. Oh, Apex might be able to make that move back again on the AlphaTauri driver. Will he be able to? It's such a difficult track here into turn 1. Because if you overshoot into that corner, you're just going onto the grass. The same for this corner. Entering sector 2 at the moment in a couple of corners. And then of course you've got that popular S section where everyone has the DRS and just able to make that move work. Kotte, is he going to be able to defend the inside line? It does seem like it. Apex, he's not defending the inside line. Apex is just retaking that position, and maybe Kotte is just trying to get the DRS after this S section. Let's have a quick look if he's going to be able to make that move. He has a little bit of a snap coming into that corner, and he's losing the toe of Apex. Apex now, who is on fresh, well, not really fresh. It's 13-lap-old hards, but they are definitely going to be better than 15-lap-old medium. So I think Gora just has to be happy with his P7 here. It will be big points for the AlphaTauri team as his teammate is all the way in P11. Gonzalez, who was having a heated battle with Jose, now going back to P3 as he's right behind James. Talking about Evil Hunter here, going down the inside, has the inside line right now into the S's, and this is just such a popular corner to make an overtake on. I mean, you have the DRS and it's just not a big risk to make a move right there. It's just either taking the inside line or the outside line. We see a lot of drivers, defensive drivers, go and take the outside line, but it didn't really pay off for a lot of drivers yet. Now Hunter, will he be able to keep that P2 position right now, or will he once again give up that P2 position? There's only one more lap to go, as they're seeing Maxi right ahead. They're seeing Maxi 4.3 seconds ahead. But of course, they're not going to be able to take that position because both drivers in P2 and P3 have a penalty. Maxi doesn't have a single penalty, and that shows who is the consistent one here today in Australia. Let's have a quick look here with Iceman in P5. There's a yellow flag. Who crashed out? Who crashed out? Is it the Alpine driver? It doesn't look like it. Who crashed out? Is it the Red Bull? Yeah, it's probably the Red Bull based pistol. Might have gotten blue flags, just let everyone go through and didn't really want to cause any damage. Sizen now also causing a yellow flag, but is just letting everyone go through. Iceman Walker, 9-lap-old soft. It's not looking great as he's not able to connect or get any closer. Evil Hunter! Oh no! Apex! Oh no, I thought it was James. Oh my days. Evil Hunter has a penalty. Evil Hunter has a penalty. Now Apex overtakes a Ferrari driver, but that's of course gonna be Jose. Iceman now. Do we have to take a quick look? Penalty wise, Evil Hunter is gonna lose a position, and congratulations to your race winner Maxi here. It's still a heated battle for P2, but of course it isn't because there is a penalty there. Now, is Iceman gonna be able to make a move on Pants? I'm not too sure. He does have a good line coming through the S's. Is he going to retake P4 on these soft tires of him? He has the DRS, and it's a last lap battle for the Ferrari driver. The Mercedes driver is going to defend the inside line. Ferrari driver got pushed a little bit onto the curb, but I think it has been moved on by the Ferrari driver. Will Pants try to make a switchback work? The Ferrari driver pushes the Mercedes driver a little bit onto the grass, and now Iceman Walker will take P4, but that might be looked at by the stewards. Will it be in no further action, or will it be a P5 for Iceman Walker? Congratulations to the top 5 right there. Apex will come across the line to capture P7 as Cotta takes a P6 after a penalty for Apex. Green Ace right now in P8. Yes, it is definitely going to be a P8 because, I mean, a 9-second time penalty, but he's 15 seconds ahead of Rayner, who is going to take P9 here on the board. Based Pistol will take P10, Ghostlight in P11, Kossi in P12, and Sizen in P13. It wasn't really the race Sizen was looking for, as he just had to let everyone go past every couple of minutes, unfortunately. But of course, don't really think about this too much. Just leave this race behind and just focus on the next one. I'm not too sure what race it is. But, you know, if you had a stinker like this, you just want to ignore what happened. Oh, someone crashed. Someone crashed onto the podium. What was that right there? That was so funny. All right, let me have a quick look. Safety car nearly screwed me over, but at the end, it worked in my favor. Yes, and did Maxi. And both drivers did have a penalty, so nothing to worry about. It's also a fastest lap point for you, so 26 points in total. RRL James in P2 and Evil Hunter in P3. Further, we've got Iceman Walker, Pans, Cotta, Apex, Green Ace, Rayner, Base Pistol, Gossalat, Kossi, and Size. And then we've got the DNFs of tonight. It's Quad Duty, Isovade, Shadow Wolf, and DB all the way in P17. The other McLaren driver was not able to join the lobby. I think his name was Studio. And that was going to be your race of today. What a crazy race, but everyone seems to be within the 122s or 121s, and then you've got Mr. Maxi in a 120.2. It's really remarkable that Evil Hunter only puts a 121.0. I don't think he wanted to push too much to risk anything because he was in a heated battle with RRL James, but he got that 3-second time penalty at the end of the race, and if he didn't get that one, the scenario would be completely different because then he would have gotten a P2, which he didn't get yet, but right now he gets a P3 like last week. Then I'm gonna switch over to myself because I need to thank you guys for being here, like usual. All right, here we go. 1 second, uno momento. All right, here we go, guys. Good race. I had a drive-through. Yeah, it was so unfortunate, base pistol. But what can you do about it? What can you do about it? It was a great race. I mean, I had some good battles on track, like a bit like we saw in Bahrain yesterday. Bahrain yesterday was groups forming. No, not really groups forming. It was one big group battling with each other. But we saw today big groups forming, battling with each other, and it paid off. We didn't see many incidents. We didn't see many crashes. We didn't see many safety cars. A couple of virtual safety cars, but they weren't that serious. And that's what racing is all about. I mean, you don't want to have too much safety cars because then the strategies mess up. But Maxi definitely went for a great strategy here. Medium, soft. Have that soft tire at the end of the race. And I feel like F123 strategy-wise is way better than F1 2022. Because here's the thing. In F1 22, people just went for medium hards. That's it. And now people can go for medium hards, medium softs, medium softs, medium hards, hard mediums, soft hards, hard softs. Whatever. There are multiple options, and I really love that about a game. We saw PSGL last week in I think it was Silverstone, if I'm not wrong. It's probably Silverstone. We saw we saw someone pull a soft medium, and that was perfect. But I'm gonna end off the stream here, guys. I really hope you liked it. I did my best. Yeah, sorry, Pistol. Well, I'm gonna thank you guys for watching. Hope you like the stream. If you want to be my stream, well, if you want to follow the channel, you guys, please help me. Wait, hold up. Help me. I'm trying to get to the 300 followers. I've got 293 right now. It would help me so much because I'm trying to get a sponsor in and he wants me to get more people to follow me because come on, who doesn't like a sponsor? So please follow me. It would be very much appreciated. But of course, if you don't follow me, not a problem. You can just tune into the stream whenever you want to. Thank you for the follow, Base Pistol. And yeah, I mean, Rayners Racing League, good experience. I'm gonna be streaming here more, hopefully, if the guys still want me. If they're telling me, yeah, Thomas, you're the shit ass commentator, just get out of our league. I'm just gonna go and search myself another league. Gonna be crying in the corner right there with my car's decoration. I'm just gonna be crying, but Shuki, you're correct. I'm not gonna be crying, but I actually never cry. Only for a funeral. Ja, you too. Fijne avond nog, Sezen. But yeah, I'm gonna goodbye. This was Phoebe Thomas as your commentator. Peace out, because otherwise I'm just gonna. How do I watch from the start? Once the stream is over, you can rewatch the race, and everything will be posted onto my YouTube. So, my YouTube is right there. Wait, here. So just follow me on YouTube wherever you want to follow me, and I will catch you guys in a month, as I will be streaming here once a month. So yeah. Bye. Peace out. Peace out. Phoebe Thomas is your commentator. Peace out.